Thank y'all for tuning in. Faders Up. This is EchoBeats, and today we coming in with a mix today by an artist named DopeBoy Kenny. DopeBoy Kenny is a Chicago artist. That track has the same energy, has the same feel, has a lot of punch in the drums. And today I will show you how I mixed the single that's out now. His music will be in the link in the bio. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification button, and you will get more content like this. I will show you the monitor that I actually use that actually now is actually a little better because I'm able to actually isolate certain frequencies like the mid-range and to be able to listen to the sides and see how everything is sounding. With these speakers, you can't help but get a clean mix. So let's go ahead and dive into this mix and I'll show you the breakdown. Peace. So let's get into the song. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and then I'm gonna show you the processing that I did for the drums, music, then vocals. Here's the song.
The only way to go is up. Yeah, get busy around here, man. 16, Beretta with the beam.
Dope boy fresh.
Dope boy clean. The only way to go is up. 16 ride, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope boy clean. In and out of town, yeah, we hitting the money schemes. Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money, I'll get money. Get money, I'll get money. Get money, I'll get money. I be damn if I let them take it from me. So shorties in the hood, round the city with no L's. Had no time to beg the dope. You can get it off the scale, I'm talking so much white. Got me fucking up my scale. Keep a bad bitch with me. All my bitches wear Chanel. Yeah, 20 plus in my designer jeans. Shorty in the back, hot, she rolling off a beam. I be trying to calm my nerves, got me sipping on the lean. But before them blue faces, all the niggas saw was green. Talk about a nigga that really came from nothing. Bring the club to the block while I'm out here jugging. Tried to meet the plug, but they thought I was bugging. Till they found out who had the block really buzzing. 16 ride, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope.
All right, so let's go ahead and solo the drums, and I will show you the processing on that. All right. Now I'm gonna let you hear with the 808. You know, you gotta play the 808 with the drums, right? All right, so the first thing I'm gonna show you on my mix template is always console one. Console one 9000K emulation. So let me show you that. So this is always on all my mixes, 9000K SSL. I like it because you're able to do processing, EQ, gate, transit, compressor, drive, characteristics, width, tape. You're able to do everything with this skin, and definitely like the sound of it. I had a chance of working with it when I was in school, working on the 9000 and hearing the difference between the 4 and the 9000. So it was always a sound that I was drawn to. Next, after the console one, with the drum, with the we're just gonna play the kick, and I'm gonna show you processing on the kick. Let's go to the kick. All right, so the processing with the kick is straightforward. First thing I have is a Transit Designer by pluginalliance. It's made by SPL. I am boosting the attack and also a little bit of sustain of the kick. And then next I'm going with an EQ. This is Acon Digital. This is an equalizer 2. And I'm using a preset called Drum Present. And it's a reason why I'm using this because it's giving the kick some weight and it is shaping the kick sound. This is being boosted by 6 dB, and you'll hear the reason why I'm doing it. And I'm basically is keeping this at 0. So I'm gonna play without the processing, and then I'm gonna bring the processes in one by one. So let me just go ahead and put both of these up. You definitely hear the weight of the kick come back in once I put you hear the punch come in with the SPL. And then you also hear the equalizer of the weight of the equalizer. And then with the snare, so with the snare, you can hear the reverb, the little room that's on the reverb. And the first thing I am doing is shaving off like 277, some of the low information, boosting the presence around 1.3 and around 4.6. I will bypass the bends and you can hear what I'm actually doing to the clap. So let me bypass this one, and no, let's keep that one on, and bypass that one, and then bypass this one. So let's bypass each one of them, and I'm gonna play it. So let's see. You can hear more without the reverb. So what I'm gonna do is I'm bypassing the reverb. That way you can hear it without the reverb on it. So you can hear that the presence of the snap get a little bit fat and it get a little bit brighter. Next, after the EQ is AuburnSounds, and it's called Culture. It's the reason why I like this plugin. One, it has a transit designer, saturator, and you have different I would say signals. Like you got sine wave, fuzz, bass, tube. So these is different frequency filters that it has, and it also has oversampling. So I always, when you get it, this I think it's like $25. The dry is always down. So I'm blending the dry signal back in. I'm using the fuzz for the clap. I'm using a little bit of drive, a little bit of transits, and I will bring this in and let you hear what it's doing to the clap. So the transit, it's a transit designer. It's a lot more than a transit designer, and it has different detections. So if you want it to be flat, you can put it flat. If it is vocals, you can put syllables, and it has a human. This is like if you're gonna clap, I want a human feel. So that's why I put it in human. All right. Next thing is the drummer. So I got the drummer set to clarity, and I'm at about 53%. And I'm turning down the mix knob on it. So this is a hell of a plugin. Check it out, Softube. And I will bypass it and bring it back in so you can hear what it's doing. So you hear the weight of this, you hear the excitement that is giving the snare. And I'm gonna go ahead and play it with the reverb and then bypass the processing so you can hear again. Next, the snare, giving a little boost at about 4:15. This is usually the body of the snare. Usually if I hear anything in the snare, like you will hear that information and you just duck it out. And I'm using this to bring a little bit of air and bite into the snare. So let me play that together. This with the drums, snare, clap. So with the snare, I'm doing a little bit of boost. Next thing I'm hitting it with is the Amex plugin. And I'm using it for more for the circuitry, for the compressor. Those are two main reasons why I'm using it. So on the compressor side, basically got to reset to like 3.5, and the attack is like mid. And the gain makeup is at about 6. So let's see, bypass this and the EQ. I'm gonna play it. Next, you already guessed it, AuburnSounds. And culture, got it set at tube this time, and with drive, and I got the dry up too as well. A little bit of transit design, and I'm gonna bypass it and bring it back in. Next thing, hi-hats, blackface, 1176, IK Media. Got it set the attack, kind of like medium fast. And the release is set quick. Next thing, guess it again, culture. I got it set on tube. And let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the rest of this drums. So on the reverse, I got it to set to on tube again, and just a little bit of drive, no transit, and mix the drive back in. On the hi-hats, I got culture, got it on sine wave, saturation is just up a little bit, no transit, and got the dry mix on. Also for the reverse, I do have harmonic. This is by Softube, is on solid, and the drive is up between about 5 and 6. Character is at 5. And do I got a low cut on here? No, I do not. So with the open hat, I'm just carving out information. And I'm using a expander and compression technique to bring out the hi-hats. So let me just so you see when I actually bring in the expander and compression technique is I'm using it so I can cut because it makes it be present. That's why I'm using it. And next thing I'm going to the Black 76 again. Same kind of compression as the open hat. I mean the hi-hats. And let's see what else. Okay. Hi-hat cutting off a lot of information. Just boosting this part right here. What is this? 7.1 kilohertz. And with the perk, just carving out a lot of information. I wanted to bring the tones up. I dipped out some noise frequency about 97 kilohertz, 970 kilohertz, and boosting a bite of the tom. This is a different spot than the snare itself. So let me bring up the snare. Right. This is the snare, and this is the tom. So almost in the same spot. This is 4-2. This is 5-2. So let me undo that. And it's in different information. I didn't want to boost too much of the toms. I just wanted to just make it bite a little bit. Next thing I did is just basically went the bass on this. I wanted some weight on the tom. Boosted a little bit of saturation. This time I went for transit because it's a rhythmic instrument. So I wanted to maintain the transits and boosted a little bit of dry. And this is how all the drums sound together. Without the compression on the toms. And this is with it. You see how present the toms are. That's what I was going for. Don't be afraid to use culture. Culture is something that I use on perk instruments all the time. Sometimes when I want a little bite. And because it has more than one function than it's just a transit designer, it has a saturation and it has filters. And then you can also blend the wet and the dry. This is a superb plugin. Do not sleep on this plugin. Next thing I'm going to show you the processing on the 808. So first thing, I got this trim on here just in case I need it. Next thing I'm going is to black box. I'm boosting some plenitude and tritude, even harmonics, odd. So saturation is just boosted a little bit, just a little bit of air. I'm thinking of when you hear it on like headphones to be able to hear the upper harmonics. So let me see. Next, I got the Steam driver. I believe this is what it's called. I got the Steam driver on here, and this is basically at 0, and this is at 0. But you can see when I play the 808 what it's doing to the 808. This is made by Jesse Ray. I think it's Mixland. That's the name of his company. Yeah, Mixland. So next thing, I'm boosting out some top end on the 808, carving off about 14 hertz so that the kick information can hit. I am dipping down about 366 for compression. You'll see what while I'm doing that. You'll hear the difference. Spread, I'm actually is soloing out the low of the kick to mono. I found this to be a good technique to allow the 808 information and the kick to be play well together. So, and I'm using a little side chain with Kickstarter. Got it set at 33%, and the bend I put it about 108. And this is different, like measure. Well, this can help you side chain it, the information a little more with the band itself. And sometimes you have to adjust the mix knob to get it to sidechain where you want it to sound, to where it's ducking down at least at the beginning of the 808 so that the kick can be full and present. So next thing I got after that is something that's going into my, let's see, distortion aux, which has radiator on it to give it a little bit of fuzz, a little bit of saturation. And let me see, I got it on clean because I didn't need no noise information. And I got it going into the NLS bus, which is something that Jason Joshua used, where each of the modules of the NLS is set to, I can show it to you right quick. So I'm gonna bring it up on this 808 track so you can see, and I'm gonna take it off to NLS bus. So this is the wrong one. So let's go ahead and search. I need the channel. That's what I need. So on the NLS track on the aux, these are set to different ones. And adding a little bit of drive to each one of them, probably like 0.1. It just adds a little bit of weight to your drums. Even though now I have a different processing as far as like how I process my drums. I recently changed it. And I'm gonna go ahead and play. Go ahead and play this right quick. And I'm gonna bypass the processing and then allow you to hear the process come in one by one. So let's go ahead and solo that. So you hear with the information, and you see me start add the black box, and you heard the weight come in right away. Uh, Next thing is this uh this thing right here. It does a little bit of something. I'm gonna go ahead and play it again, and then that way you can see me uh bring in these modules and see what they doing. Yeah, I'm the type of person, I love mixing. I would sit there with a mix and just to get it the way I want. Um, and it's just something about just mixing. It's just, can't get enough of it. Um, Next, let's go over to the instruments. Let's see, we got the synth pad, which has it's got a boost, right? This synth pad has this the actual low information, and come back to that. So I'm doing a little bit of compression at about 3 because it was messing with a little bit of the information on the 808. So if I was play the 808 with this, let's see. So the synth was only playing on one side, and I felt that it needed to be spreaded. And so when I did this, I went to the harmonics, and let's see. So on this information you got on transformer, this is like default. That's the only thing that I actually really did. I tried to move some of the drive in the character, but I felt like this was the perfect spot for it. Next, I go to the black box and boost a little bit of the saturation. The pentatud I didn't really boost. I just wanted to boost the saturation and then try node. And then on the side information, I just boosted a little pentatud and the tritude and a little bit of the air to spread it. And this one, it really spreads. I wanted to mono the information so it doesn't clash with any other instruments. And then it goes into the distortion just like the 808, which I have nothing but the radiator on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and then bring in the processing for the synth pad. So let's bring in the drums and stuff with it. So So, so you can definitely hear that the 808 or where the synth get wider when I hit it with the black box. I unlinked it and we'll start working on the mid and side information. Because I felt like this the hook, it needs to be kind of big and kind of in an anthem type feel. Next, let's go to the ARP. Let's see. Let's go to so I think we can go to, let's see where this other information come in at. So I think it comes in, let's get rid of this. It's yellow, there it is. So on this information, I'm ducking out everything below 94, boosting this 605, and cutting off a little bit of the top. Next, going with the harmonic again. This time I got it set on tube, boosting between 5 and 6. That's the drive, and then the character is still at 5. And I'm cutting off about 50 hertz on the low. Got it set to natural. So this is basically if you wanted to try to maintain the dynamics of the information or the source that are processing. So, and then going with this again, soloing the low and boosting the sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute it. And then I'm gonna bring it back in one by one. So that's something I'm doing to it's just a little bit of processing. Some things don't need to be like main upfront, but it still would matter if it's just heard somewhat. It don't necessarily have to be like the main instrument, because certain other things take focus. When the instrument plays all the way through, that's how you know that's the main instrument, and that needs to shine. So other things is just basically color. And it's good to have stuff that cuts, that can be heard. And it's good to hear like a little bit of everything, because sometimes when you listen to music more than once, it's good to hear something different, like you didn't hear that before. Next, let's see. Let's go to the ARP and see when the ARP comes in. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Where do the ARP? I think the ARP comes in at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, it plays through. Okay. So with the ARP, I have cut out just a little bit of information. Everything below like 237. I'm using the loop trotter. Start SA2 rate, and everything is basically set, but the magic is boost, and the tilt is adjusted on here. The channels are still linked, so I didn't really want to push that in the same information as the other synth that I had, so I didn't usually adjust the width of it. I didn't want to do that, because even though it's good because it's rhythmic and it moves, that's one thing you can pan into another or in the same area when it have movement. But if it's a straight sustaining pad, that would be bad because sometimes it will mask it. Um, Next thing I have is this. I'm using this again and to solo the low end and to spread it. I'm actually really soloing this like really more than I did the other information or other instruments. So let's see, let's play that. This without. And this is going to be with it. So it just brings the present up to a little bit more to be audible. Next, we got the strings. All the strings are in green with the flute and the piano. Let's see. So with the string, I'm boosting a lot of I'm boosting just about 981, cutting up everything below 142, cutting off the top end, going with a little bit of grit from a amp, and solo on the low end again, and spreading the top of the strings. So I'm gonna solo it. I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna bypass it and bring it back in. So it makes it audible, brings it up a little bit, add a little weight. Next, flute. So the flute comes in. So with the flute, saturated too. Using a low end tape, and then this is a general saturation, just a gentle, a touch, smidge of saturation. Using a waves magma tube, and I got it set to beauty and beast is probably on 2 on the same thing. Sensitivity is just base default. Next, using the EQ to cut off everything below 184, using a little bit of compression on 653 and cutting off the top. And again, SP 22 spread. And that's just giving it a little bit of something. I'm gonna go ahead and bypass it and then bring it in. Right. So that's everything in the instrument section. And so let's see. Now we can get into the vocals. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the processing on the vocals. Um, Let me see. Make sure this stuff is solo saved. All right.
Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money, I'm getting money, get money, I'm getting money, get money, I'm getting money. I be damn if I let them take it from me. Some shorties in the hood, round the city with no L's, hitting no.
So let's go ahead and process the vocals. Show you the processing. First thing is console 1, 9,000 emulation. Next is the Elios EQ, or de-esser. This is one of the best de-essers that I have heard. I like how the features on it. It's got the smooth auto gain, wet, dry knob. The sensitivity is just, to me, it's just a smooth de-esser. I use it on guitars. I use it on vocals. Anything that I feel like it needs some type of de-essing. Next, I got the Black 1176 Universal Audio. And I'm basically got kind of like a slow attack, quick release, 4:1 ratio. And then that's going into a straight saturation, general saturation. This is like this for basically all the vocals except like some of the pitches. Because in the hook, it was just him. But I wanted to sound like a kind of like when I heard this track, it made me think about BIG Get Money. And that's why I did the little pitch with the vocals. You will hear, let me show you, let you hear the vocals.
16 rhyme, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope boy clean. In and out of town, yeah, we hitting the money schemes. Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money, I'm getting money, get money, I'm getting money, get money, I'm getting money. I be damn if I let them take it from me.
So what I got going on is what I showed you the processing was on the actual main track, but then I have a group bus. This group bus, it basically has fresh air, boosting a little bit of mid, high, EQ, dipping out and cutting the everything below 84, and some noise that I thought I was getting in the way of the clarity. And with the Arvox, and got the energy set about 48 waves, de-esser, just set about 13.7 just to tame some of the de-essing. Hit it with the smooth 2 from AudioSounds, and again the SP22. Next is going to be the Pro Q2 ratio, attack, release, and the threshold is about 18. So I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna bring it in so you can hear the processing.
"16 rhyme, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope boy clean. In and out of town, yeah, we hitting the money schemes. Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money, I'm getting money."
So you hear a little bit of the clarity come back, a little bit of the vocals, the low end come up a little bit and be a little bit of clear with it. And let's see, vocals that is saying get money is actually Little Altar Boy, and I'm pitching it up about four. and I don't only have the drive on. It's just basically just playing by itself. So I'm gonna let you hear that.
16 rhyme, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope boy clean. In and out of town, yeah, we hitting the money scheme. Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money.
I think it's Quavox. This is what is doing the pitch of the vocals. Sorry about that. Let me play that. It basically has the same thing processing on as the main vocals, but this is what I have at the end of the vocal chain. So
16 rhyme, 16 rhyme. Was a dream. Get money, I'm getting money, get money, I'm getting money, get money, I'm getting money. I be damn if I let them take it from me. So was a dream.
So all the background vocals have the same processing as the main, just a little bit of tweak. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. I'll show you what I did on the background vocals. The background vocals, it basically is the fabfilter Pro MB. Using the range, I didn't want to press it too hard, just enough just to glue it. And then, so it has the 27% attack and 20% release. I'm carving out information that's dealing with like 599 hertz and then 2.8, and then going into the CLA, using it compression and a reverb and the wave organic syllabus de-esser. And let me play that with the vocals.
16 rhyme, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope boy clean. In and out of town, yeah, we hitting the money scheme. Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money, I'm getting money. Get money, I'm getting money. Get money, I'm getting money. I be damn if I let them take it from me. So short.
So on the main vocals, it's basically the same processing. The de-esser 1176 Saturn, and the same processing that I have on the hook is the same processing that I have verse. So the delay throws that I use, I copy it down always, and it always have its own track. And I have the de-esser first, and the H delay by waves, the vintage of Valhalla verb, and the chop EQ set on telephone vocals. So you see this play right here.
Whiz up, whiz up, whiz up, whiz up, whiz up, whiz up, beam. Clean. Dream. Get money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. Get from some shorties in the.
All right, so sometimes, like on my new template, I have it set at different ones for delay throws, just to make it easier to chop audio, slide it down, and keep moving. The reverb that I have on the vocals, well, I would start with this. Everything, like as far as like parallel processing, I'm using the Baby Audio iHeart compressor, New York style compression. just to feed the parallel compression in the vocals. Reverb, I'm using the vintage verb from Valhalla, and I got it set at about 21 millihertz, quick decay, and just lowering the EQ at about 330. High shuff is at negative 24 dB because I didn't want any brightness. Next, yeah, and it's dipping out the EQ. It's cutting the low, dipping out a little bit of the mud, so the clarity of the reverb can be heard, where the vocals can be heard. And next, same thing on my other reverb, because I got 3 reverbs that I'm using in here. Is dipping out some information, clearing up for the vocals, and that is followed with this is Liquid Sonic 7 Heaven, which is I believe a what's the name of that reverb? It's a I got it on the tip of my tongue. It's eluding me right now. But this is I think it's called a BM7. This is an emulation of it. I like it because you can also set the delay, pre-delay and a delay, and lock it into the tempo. So I didn't use the delay on here. I just shut it off. Uh, did do a low cut, high cut, and the other reverb is used for just to add that room tone. Uh, got it set at 4 milliseconds, and 20 pre delay milliseconds, and yeah, it's just open. Next, the delay for the vocals is at I use this sometimes where I will offset it 10 seconds depending on the left and the right. Usually my 1/4 is on the right, my 1/8 is on the left. Delayed 10 seconds. So I got a feedback, just a little bit of feedback, and turn the saturation with the telephone style uh, for the Echo Boy. Sometimes I will go and tweak other parameters like the width. If I want it to be more of a tucked in delay effect. And let's see, this is going into the H card reverb. Uh, let's see, and my 1/8, well, 1/2 delay is H delay, shaving off some low frequency and high, and got it on ping pong effect. Sometimes I would pitch the delay for the modulation just to add a little bit of texture. On my vocal track, which all my vocals is being fed into, it hit with this LA2A. And let's see what else. So you can go down here. See, with the music, this music track is it's got the console one, and I'm boosting a little bit of 10K on it using a Spectre Wave Foundry, Wave Factory, I think. See, I don't like getting names and stuff wrong. Yeah, Wave Factory, and I got it set on solid, and using the Wave Factory track. I think it's track spacer. And let's see. Oh, didn't show you the drum bus. So all my drums is being fed into the Fairchild. The Fairchild, after that, is the scorch filter to add a little bit of spread to the drums. And after that is the guard particle. So I'm really keeping the drums from really being too loud. So I'm lowering it by 3.4 and lowering it by 2.5 so it can be even. So I play with both of them to make sure that it kind of balance it out. Um, and next we finna go to um, the mix bus. The mix bus is first, it's the tape. I put it on 15. Usually I leave it on 30, but I felt like it was a little bit too thin. So I put it on 15. The weight came back. And next is the um, BX digital. Um, I'm using this to shave off a little bit of the sides information, bring up the mono information, and not too much information to really bother me. I sweep. Um, it wasn't clashing because the stuff that I did on each individual track to make sure that it wasn't masking each other. So next is the Elios Air EQ, and I'm using the character of neutral and the strength and at 100, and I got it set to the mastering frequency, which it deals with a lot of the information that I would have done on a BX digital that this handle it. So next is the BX refinement. Usually I set it to this and just basically mess with the range. If I need to add a little bit of saturation, which I already have my next plugin already doing, this basically cleans up the vocals. You don't think it does, but try it. If you get pluginalliance, I think they intro pack, they give you free plugins. I think BX refinement may be one of them. Next is going to saturation, Saturn 2 tape, and this is basically set at 20%, and I'm going into tube. This is at about 20% as well. Spectral, boosting a little bit of the mid range at 1K, at 10K to add some weight in the mid range. Next is God Particle, 50%. And I got this at a negative 3.2. The bus compressor is using for glue. That's about it. I felt like it needed some more glue, and so I went with the standard. There's the man G bus. Come on. And at the end of the train is BX limiter true peak. So normally I have the gain always at 0, but I always mess with the ceiling and adding a little bit of saturation and adjusting the release. Sometimes I will mix with these tonal controls. You have to play with it to hear what it's actually doing, but I do love this BX True Peak limiter. And I'm gonna go ahead and bypass everything on a mix bus and allow you to hear what it's doing to the whole track. It's just I mix into this. I don't just slap it on, I mix into it. And mixing into it will allow you to make better decisions overall. Uh, so let's see, make sure that I don't have anything muted. And let's on solo. And all right. So let's see. Here we go.
The only way to go is up. 16 ride, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope boy clean. In and out of town, yeah, we hitting the money scheme. Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money, I'll get money, get money, I'll get money, get money, I'll get money. I be damned if I let them take it from me. So show.
Normally, if you mix and you see how low it was on this meter. So let's play that again.
The only way to go is up. 16 ride, Beretta with the beam. Dope boy fresh, dope boy clean. In and out of town, yeah, we hitting the money scheme. Saw my bank account this morning, would've thought it was a dream. Get money, I'll get money, get money, I'll get money, get money, I'll get money. I be damned if I let them take it from me. So shorties in the hood, round the city with no L's, had no time to beg the dope. You can get it off the scale, I'm talking so much white. Got me fucking up my scale, keep a bad bitch with me. All my bitches wear Chanel. Yeah, 20 plus in my designer jeans. Shorty on the back, hot, she rolling off a beam. I be trying to calm my nerves, got me sipping on the lean. But before them blue faces, all the niggas saw was green. Talking about a nigga that really came from nothing.
So if I was to move all the processing on it, you would hear everything get dull. So I would say when you actually mix and make sure that you are enhancing the sound, always bypass and check to see if the sound is getting better and if it's getting worse. With instruments, I normally would EQ, I would solo the instruments and EQ them together. That's how you get the best sound. I used to do it individually and found out I was making the wrong choices. But when you actually solo the instruments and EQ them together, you will make better choices and choose less plugins. One thing I could say always is like everything don't need a compressor. Everything don't need I would say EQ is the most things that you would use outside of harmonics. That's what, and sometimes other plugins would actually help you to shape the sound. I use EQs for tonal shape. If you see me use spectral or like harmonics, is just for tonal shaping. And I do more of subtractive EQ more so than boosting. The only thing you see me boost in this session was actually with the low bass information. This is a high boost. And you'll hear why, because at the beginning it's like
16, Beretta with the beam.
Dope boy fresh.
Dope boy clean. The only way to go is up.
so you see when I took that EQ away, you can hear the bass just completely just blend in with the sound. That's why I boost
this bass part up like that. It needed it. Without it, it sounds pretty dull.
16.
Let me see.
16. Beretta with the beam.
Dope boy fresh.
Dope boy clean. The only way.
And you can see that it actually needed that boost. If I were to I could say it don't even clash with the 808. If it was to play at some end, it would blend with the 808 and kind of like be a little bit lower than the 808, but it wouldn't mask the 808 or interfere with it because of what I did to the 808. It doesn't have any oh yeah, I did use bass flow on this synth and boosted a little bit of I boosted a little bit of harmonics in the first harmonic and the fifth harmonic. And added some clarity and some body to it. So when I boosted, I felt like it was still lacking. So if I was to solo this,
16.
oh, let's see. Oh, I got this grouped. Let me see. Take this group off. And let's solo.
16. Beretta with the beam.
Dope boy fresh.
Dope boy clean. 16. Beretta with the beam.
Dope boy fresh.
Dope boy clean.
So you don't hear it once I bypass it. And the bass flow, this Harrison Console makes some dope plugins, and I was shocked to use this bass flow. Man, anything you get, bass 808 synth, man, this plugin is dope. I like the fact that you can adjust like certain levels of harmonics. You can mess with the clarity. You got EQ. You got a compressor. You got different things on chorus that you can mess with. And come on, synth bass, chorus. Yeah, you would use as a chorus on the bass. Sometimes the chorus I add a little width to the bass. Yeah, so I would definitely use this. It actually has a delay on it too as well, and a mix knob. So the mix knob on here is set to like I think it's like 23 or something like that. No, it's 13. So yeah, so this is EchoBeats at EchoBeats Studio. Mixing a song, No Chill. Go check it out. Listen to his music. He has another song that's going to be called On God. And this beat is done by yours truly, EchoBeats. I've been working with him. I got like probably 6 or 7 records done by me on his album. Listen to it, support. And thank y'all for tuning in on Faders Up. And I look forward to doing more tutorials with y'all, showing y'all mixing tips and tricks. If you got any questions, feel free, comments, leave. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share button. I watch a lot of content. Watch Wavy Wayne, Help Me Devon, I watch a lot of NPC stuff, so I'm always on YouTube and watching content creators do their stuff. Shout out to those who doing their stuff, showing other people how to mix correctly. Because when I started, there was only a few handful of them that was actually showing you the right things, and it took me going to school to know how to listen to someone that's actually teaching you the correct way to mix. um I'm gonna push to make the content a lot more better. um and I thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. And this is Echo Beats on Faders Up. Peace.